And welcome to Cruising with Kayfabe. I'm Mongo.
Emily.
And today we're joined by Rachel and Smokey, aka Jeff, back for another round of pay per view predictions. Thanks for coming back on the show, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Always. Can we just say how exciting it is to talk about Forbidden Door season already? I mean, it feels like this year flew by already, and we're at Forbidden Door, which is weird because this is when All In was last year, so it's still kind of later, but
They're just flip flopped.
but it's just crazy to think
Yeah,
we're every
kind of.
summer big pay per view, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm definitely excited about this card. I know it's not so forbidden anymore, but there's still some surprises on the pre-show. I mean, just to go over Dynamite, we had the War Dogs show up. Like, could the War Dogs be on the pre-show? Maybe facing off with someone like the Ops.
Very true.
Yeah, very good
Yep. I
possibility.
could see that.
We also had a huge return. I mean, I teared up a little bit. I was so happy.
A cruise legend from the second Jericho cruise.
And
Yes.
more. He's been on multiple.
No, he was just on the second one. He was. Oh, that's right. He was on the other one. Just kidding. But yeah, Luchasaurus, aka Killswitch, but everyone wants to call him Luchasaurus is back. But he was also wearing the black and green. So, do you think he's gonna go back to Luchasaurus soon? And
It would only
Jack
make
Perry?
sense.
He should.
And was
I don't
Jack
like
Perry?
Kill Switch.
And was Jack Perry the one who resurrected him?
I mean, it really looked like his shirt.
It looked like he was kind of bringing back, and a man needs his dinosaur. So
A scapegoat needs his dinosaur.
a scapegoat needs his dinosaur. Yeah, and we had beautiful setups to Forbidden Door. I mean, you open up Dynamite with that insane promo by Osprey, where he's basically telling you that I'm going on a Forbidden Door and I'm pulling it all on the line because they're going to take a scalpel to me, but I'm going to take a pound of your flesh to Moxley. And it's like, reports are coming out that Moxley's banged up, and not Moxley's, Osprey is banged up. He's going to have to get neck surgery. He's going to be out for an
Hmm.
extended period of time. Swerve, apparently has been dealing with an torn meniscus for 6 years. Like, he's just been wrestling. It shows they have a love of the company, and it's like he's going out there, and I feel like this is going to be such a special pay per view. But what do you guys think about that? What do you think about Osprey and Swerve kind of going in banged up to Forbidden Door?
Go ahead.
Okay, as a mom, absolutely not. Nope. Your life is not worth it, especially for Osprey. Like you're messing with something bad. Swerve, you've already done it for 6 years. I mean, what's one more fight? I mean, he really doesn't have to do much and he could easily win. So, because I have him for next. So, yeah, but no, not Osprey. I think that's a bad idea. But that's my opinion. As a mom.
Oh well.
A valid opinion.
Yeah. I mean, agreed with that, but it's his job too. So I mean, I get that parts of it.
Well, and they love the sport. I
Well, and
understand that.
they wouldn't be able to do it if it was like real serious health implications. So I mean,
And I think that they've been told the other wrestlers about Osprey, like, don't do this, don't do blah blah
oh, they'll
blah.
protect
But
him. They'll protect him.
I think that's
still,
probably why we got the multi-man match. Kind of think is I think Osprey wanted to do everything he could. I mean, he said it in his previous promos to be at Forbidden Door. I think this is kind of the best match, and everyone's like, "Well, it's a cage match, and it's this and it's that." And I'm like, but there's gonna be a lot of people who he trusts in there. There's also gonna be a lot of people who can be trusted and safe, and still put
Hmm.
on a good show. And like Jeff alluded to, I agree. I think maybe it's nagging injuries. He needs it cleaned up, but maybe it's like, all right, you can go, but like, keep mind of
there,
this and that.
yeah, there's
Hmm.
stipulations. Like, you need, so I'm
Or
sure
maybe
the
it wasn't
doctor,
as bad as he expected.
Right, and he's just going to get cleanup surgery to like recover. And
Hmm.
if anyone's earned some time off, Swerve and Osprey getting time off to heal up, never a bad thing. Especially with next year them going back to England for All In.
I
Right.
also want to point out this poster that is behind us came out, I believe, in the springtime,
Hello,
if
Matt.
not sooner. So this poster has had Osprey written literally all over it. He has been the main focus of Forbidden Door, and I think that he would have been remiss to not be able to be there.
Oh, it would
I
have
think
crushed
that
him, and
it
I
would
think
have,
that's
yeah, it really, really would have taken its toll on him mentally.
yeah,
And I don't even remember what his last match was, but I think that Osprey is someone that if I'm gonna do it, I'm going out on my terms. And if this is it, this is it. But I know it won't be. It's Will Ospreay. Recently we've seen Chris Bay making huge strides since his issues happened last year. Well, he was paralyzed. So the
Right.
fact that we can see things that we've never seen previously happening with, I mean, you've got Daniel Bryan, you've got all these other people coming back,
Yeah.
Soraya,
Stone Cold came back from Edge,
Kurt
aka
Angle,
Copeland.
Yeah.
kind of.
Kurt Angle was probably not the best example, but
I'm just saying, like, we've seen it before,
and we don't know the severity,
we
so we
don't
don't
know.
want to speculate. But I
Right.
agree. And speaking of someone who's come back, that's a great transition because we have a dream match coming up. And yes, I'm going to throw this around because when Nigel came back at All In last year and he stood across the ring from Nigel McGuinness, he stood across from CSJ and they just squared off. Even for a few minutes, I wanted this match and didn't know if we were going to have Nigel back, and you know the story. We do have him back, and now we're getting Nigel versus CSJ. It's going to be a technical spectacle, but Daniel Garcia's lurking in his corner, and he seems to be alluding that maybe Red Death's not too happy with Nigel there.
Is
So
it to
Rachel,
me?
yes, Rachel, do you think that Nigel can steal the IWGP Heavyweight title from Zach, or do you think Zach defeats Nigel in both of their home countries?
I don't see Nigel winning at all. Um, I think the other one's gonna retain. So, but
You're saying
then,
ZSJ?
yes, yes, yeah, I think he's gonna retain. I don't think Nigel's there yet. I think he needs to have some more matches. So,
All right, Jeff.
Okay. So I was glad to see that this match was made. I love the kind of that past versus, the present type thing that they got going on. And then especially happy for Nigel to even get this opportunity to wrestle for, the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. I think that, in itself is a great honor, and, kind of a bucket list thing for him to have. So we already know this is going to be a great technical match. A lot of good, unique spots, holds, transitions, really showcasing that British style of wrestling, and it's really going to bring it to a broader audience and expose it too, get it out there for everybody more. So that'll be good. But of course, my heart wants Nigel.
I agree.
We all know what reality is, though. So
We do.
yeah, yeah.
Maybe it's a twist. We'll see. Emily sometimes comes through with
Zack
the.
Sabre Jr. So I got to do it, unfortunately.
Emily usually comes through with the shocking twist. Are you going to come through and
So-
surprise us and pick Nigel and have some tinfoil that we've shared? Or are you going to go safe?
I'm going safe. So in my notes, I have a year ago, we were shocked by Nigel's return. He does train hard. However, I don't want him to lose because selfishly, that means we lose him from commentary. And I just can't have Nigel not on commentary. I can't. I need the clam digger. I need this.
He's not the clam
He's the
digger.
one that comes up with these hilarious
Brian
out of
Danielson's
pocket-
the clam
I
digger.
know. I
Yes.
need these comments being made. I need this. I really hope Brian is on commentary for this match, and I
That would be
really,
cool.
really hope
yeah,
that we have the same comments back and forth like we usually do. But
Ooh,
Mongo said this earlier. What a dream match! Like, this is literally something I would have pictured happening at Wrestle Dream, not Forbidden Door, which is great. And Forbidden Door style, this is also funny because we've seen the majority of the talent already in AEW because the last 4 years they've mixed and matched beautifully. We haven't had the same Forbidden Door that we had in the beginning because again, they've mixed each other up so beautifully.
No, I agree. I think that part of why I like Forbidden Door is the chemistry between the New Japan talent and the AW talent and CMLL and whoever shows up. They seem to kind of get what they want to do in the matches. The producers seem to understand the styles of people coming in. And something like this, it's going to be a dream match for Zach as well.
oh yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
facing one of the British legends. So now you have two hometown British icons facing each other, and like Jeff said and Rachel said, it's going to be a fun match. And Emily talking about how Zach, doesn't really always fill her cup of tea, but she likes watching him wrestle because she appreciates the skill. But she cringes. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna throw her out a little here. She'll cringe like when Zack Sabre Jr. is starting to do like I'm gonna put you into a pretzel, or he does the Pete Dunne finger biting, or he's mutilating the
Yep.
joints. You can see her like she'll watch a bloody death match and be like, oh ew. She'll watch a Zack Sabre Jr. match and she'll be like, oh
Ooh,
ew.
Kevin Blackwood always cringed me out. Whenever we see him live, I'm always like, ooh.
And I want Nigel to win in my heart so bad. And I'm like you, Jeff.
I know.
I know it's just
Yep.
not possible. So I'm going with ZSJ.
Yep.
But I think I saw it earlier. We had someone say that Garcia cost him.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yep.
know Matt, I'm ready for Matt to have his angry comments and dig into him, whatever it is. But I think Garcia is going to turn afterwards. I think it's going to be Nigel puts up a hell of a fight, and it's over. And Nigel is standing up, and Garcia is putting his hand on his shoulder, like, "Hey, it's okay." And then he's just going to deck Nigel, just lay him out, and it's just going to be the motivation of that was my opportunity, and you fucking blew it. I'm
Mhm.
sick of seeing other people get shots that I deserve, and I had the TNT title. I had no respect. I can see him leaning into that Red Death, that heel character, and Nigel being father because Nigel really likes Garcia and he really wants to work with him. So, what kind of
Right.
better way to have a program than with lead into All Out with Garcia versus Nigel, or even stretch it out a little bit to see when they can go. Maybe Grand Slam in September if they bring
Literally
it back.
stretching it out.
Yes, and as like Matt says, that limb don't bend that way. I don't pay attention to his. Oh,
Well, hey, if they want
Heat's
to do
never
stuff
going
at
away.
Wrestle Dream, that's fine because Rachel and I are going to be there. So,
Yes, I was gonna say we can stretch out to October for you guys.
oh yeah, we're all right with that.
And as we mentioned earlier, Kill Switch, aka Luchasaurus, has returned because we found out Nick Wayne legitimately broke his foot. So he'll be out for a bit. So kind of in a little substitution, we have Kill Switch being his backup plan, which I'm okay with. But it's the reunion of Cope and Cage. The first time they've been a tag team wrestling in a match since 2011, which is wild to think about with their history. But I'm here for the Cope and Cage reunion. And I love, and I want to get your thoughts, both of you guys, real quick thoughts. They reunited in the ring, but Christian's like, listen, I'm still going to be an asshole. Like, I ain't changing. I want to get
I'm
your
good.
perspective and thoughts on, like, how do you think this reunion went so far? Like, Christian kind of keeping his character and Copeland being like, fine, whatever.
I love Adam Copeland. He is like one of my favorites. But I think that it's going to end up where Christian turns on Copeland again.
Oh,
And I
no.
yeah, I really do because he said that they aren't on the same page, but they're in the same book. So like he hasn't like forgiven him, and it's not all set aside, but they're just doing this match just you know to go. So I see a lot of that happening. I see them winning. However, I do see another.
Oh, you see Edge and Christian winning?
Yes, I do. Well, because it's Copeland. He's not going to lose.
Hey
Wait,
man,
no,
whatever.
no.
Hey, I'm not.
To
Hey,
Kip?
whatever, dude.
No. Now Luchasaurus, that's a different story. But I also see Nick Wayne making an appearance, whether it be a recording or he comes out, because he said that he always has the upper hand, like he's always prepared. Or what did he
One
say?
step ahead, right?
There you
Step
go.
ahead,
Good
yes.
job. Yes.
I get a gold star, Emily.
Yes. Yes. So I totally see that going down again because Christian is like the model of being a snake. Like he really is. So he needs to stay the bad character. And I see him turning on Copeland because he said, I'm the best. I don't need to change. Well, that's a bunch of crap.
I love it.
Anyways,
I
that's my
like
take.
Christian's been savage for a while in AEW, so I like it.
Hunter agrees
But
with you, Rachel.
Yes. See?
I'm not going necessarily with the Cage turn, but I am picking Kip Sabian and Killswitch to kill the Edge and Christian reunion. Loss to help stir the pot between them guys even more. I definitely see some kind of shenanigans going on to help with the defeat, though. And possibly maybe some Luchasaurus tendencies over Killswitch, maybe. Starting to see it. And then Tinfoil.
Oh, here we go.
Tinfoil is a scapegoat and his dinosaur, which I said earlier.
Yes.
So, but I like Rachel's thing about the Nick Wayne video promo or something along those lines with him being a part of some shenanigans. I could see that happening, and I kind of like that. But I'm going with Kip Sabian and Kill Switch with Mama Wayne.
I
So
like
keeping it Rachel and Smokey style.
I like it. I like it. It only took two matches in to get that. So
Yep.
I think Emily's conflicted now because I know she likes Cope Cage, but her boy Luchasaurus returns.
I didn't want to pick on this one. And I feel like it's not for a title, so do we have to pick?
Yes.
Yes, it's part of the card. You can't just skip
Yep.
a match because of feelings.
Nope.
Okay.
You can have a heart pick and a real pick. I mean,
I do it all the time.
So this is the only match without a title aside from the cage match. And does Luchasaurus break out a little bit like you said? Does the doctor get revealed?
thanks, Matt.
And then also, does Spike come overseas? Is that allowed? Is that a no-fly object?
I don't know. I don't want to test that theory. I mean, we already know the
They
TSA
could always
likes
make
to test
one over
me,
there. They could always make one over there.
right?
Yeah.
Charlie's great.
Charlie is great. So, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of different things that go into this. Again, I think this is a story building match. I think that they
Yep.
wouldn't have it on the card if it wasn't.
So who wins?
Mm,
I'm getting there.
that's
Peer
For
pressure,
me,
peer
like
pressure.
Kip Sabian being able to wrestle in
London.
London is really cool. We've heard obviously Zach talk very highly of him. He trained with the Knight family, so yet again, someone else from that is being recognized, which is really cool for them.
he was on the cruise too.
Yes, he's been a cruiser.
Yeah.
But also, can you fly with a broken foot? Like, how does that work? 'Cause that's a long flight.
Not necessarily. If you're injured like that, I mean, that's why Taz didn't because of his knee issues and recent surgery.
So that was part of my stuff. Is like, could this happen? Because I don't think he can fly.
No, he's at home right now. Like I guarantee, because it's a legit injury. So you gotta pick one.
All right, my pick is Cope and Cage only because it just makes sense for
like it.
stories.
I like it.
I think
I
so.
like it.
I don't know.
I think my pick's gonna be pretty obvious.
Yep. There you go.
You
Yeah.
can know me. I'm going Cope and Cage. I got my kazoof just for
Yep.
Matt.
That's
He
why I
said,
took the other route because I figured the other one would be the obvious. So I was like, I'm going to choose just the opposite just to see.
I think plans changed. When I had started thinking about this last week, that's why I ended up making that prediction of, Killswitch has unfinished business with Cage and he's going to come back. I just thought he was coming back at Forbidden Door during the match to kind of be that. So I think, because that segment, that video, everything kind of felt like, well, Nick Wayne's hurt. We got to throw this out there. So I feel like the debut happened sooner than they wanted with him. So I really think that you got to give essentially Edge and Christian, Cope and Cage, got to give him the win there because Luchasaurus tendency is going to come out. But I think he's going to be really pissed off at Kip because he was teasing that turn for a while before he got sick last year. And again, he's wearing the green and black. You said earlier,
yeah, but Kip
tinfoil
already
hat,
turned on Cage.
but it's not going to be Kip turn. It's not going to be Kip turning. Kip's going to be the fodder. I can see that Jack Perry coming out. He doesn't. He's not going to want to help Cage. He's just going to want to basically take his friend back. I see Luchasaurus laying both Cage and laying Kip Sabian out, walking away, being like a free dinosaur.
Roaring his way out.
I guess I thought of him already being free from what he did to Cage, but
I mean,
guess
they're still calling him
unfinished
Kill
business.
Switch, and that's gonna be finished. He's gonna lose. He's just gonna take him out. And again, you can set up a match. Now Jack Perry can be in his corner, like, hey, I'm the one who brought you back, not Christian Cage, not Kip Sabian, not Nick Wayne.
Yep.
There's
I
levels
did
to
notice.
this.
I didn't watch that video more than 5 times, I swear. But I did notice that the doctor, whoever that is that put stuff in him, they leave the room before he wakes up.
Yes, so he doesn't know him yet. I think.
Yeah. And also, was Frankenstein a thing in London? Was that like another nod to London from when we watched Destination
I think
X?
so.
We watched Destination X, and I'm pretty sure that was part of it.
That was not a good
I don't
idea.
know. I don't know that lore. I can look it up for you, but so I think we're gonna move on to the next match. While I looked it up. So this one, Rachel, I know you're probably not too familiar with Takahashi, and if you are, I apologize. But what do you think of this New Japan match? Someone who's kind of fresh. Again, you're talking about the different mix-ups. I know I'm not too familiar with Takahashi. So, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think that Kyle Fletcher retains TNT? Do you think we get some sort of new championship where now Kyle's going to go get it back? Or do you think there's shenanigans from the Don Callis family?
Don Callis always has something up his sleeve. I have Kyle Fletcher retaining. I don't think it's time for him to give it up. This is his first time having a belt in AEW. So I think that they're going to let him run with it for a little bit. But I think that this is a good fight for Takahashi. Super close.
I know, and there's another one that's really close after this. Tanahashi. Yeah, trust me, they got a lot of them that are close.
Oh, they did.
But I like the fact that he's coming out. Like this is a good appearance for him and everything. So I think it's good for him, and I think it's good for the company. So, but I do have Fletcher. I love the pink. Absolutely love the
I
pink.
want the pink TNT title.
That would be sweet.
Mhm.
That would be sweet.
All right, Jeff. What do you think on this one? Do you think
You know, I can't. Okay, so I will say this. Now, I haven't seen a lot of Takahashi stuff recently, but when I was going to Ring of Honor and it was around my area, I did actually get to see him live whenever we went, because it was kind of his like young boy, young lion or whatever, where he goes over to Ring of Honor for like 3 months or whatever, or 6 months, and then goes back to Japan to like really start to work over there. So we got to see him. So I did actually get to see him work and stuff. So that was cool. But Fletcher's not losing. So I'm going to have to agree with Rachel on that. I think it's going to be a good match, though. They're going to get to showcase their stuff. They're both going to come out, I think, looking really good. It's the Protostar's time to try to start a reign and, cement a legacy now. He's got his first AEW championship, like Rachel said. He's had Ring of Honor and he's had Tag. Now he's on I don't want to say the big show, but the more televised product. So,
and he's only 26, so he's only going up from here.
Yeah. Yep.
I love to watch him wrestle. He's a good wrestler.
He's definitely starting. Well, that's why he has a championship.
I agree.
I do not know enough about Takahashi. I want to dive into him, actually. I think that, or dive into his wrestling. We're starting there. I need to learn more about him because I really like his style. I think that he's got a lot of flair to him in a not Ric Flair way. I think that he is very fun, and I want to see more of that. He looks very colorful. And you just said that he did Ring of Honor stuff, and I wrote that down for myself so I could watch that stuff. I do see Kyle taking this only because
You are bad.
I see Kyle taking this because we have not gotten the pink title belt. God damn it. We need the pink title belt. It's been like a month.
Maybe he'll debut the pink title belt on Forbidden Door. Maybe he'll come out Forbidden Door, because that was kind of my little tinfoily thing is, I don't know where Chapel Roan is. What if Kyle Fletcher gets Pink Pony Club to sing him out and he comes out with a pink TNT title? Because
that would be so cool.
That would be a really cool entrance to see.
That'd be pretty cool.
You want to talk about a moment? I'm sure it won't happen. I'm sure on a scale of 1 to 10, it's like a 2. But that's gonna be my like.
Chapel is a wrestling fan, so people that
Money
know the
talks
lore.
too. Money also
Willow
talks
already
too.
did a cosplay of hers.
Money talks. That's definitely.
And I want to point out, Kyle did an interview recently where he confirmed that his gear is styled to showcase the belt. So his gear is styled with that cutout so that you can see the belt when he's wearing his jacket. And I think that that's so clever, especially being part of the Don Callis family. They are so known to have gold.
They are. And I think they retain gold. I think Kyle Fletcher retains here.
I want to see him have one of the longest TNT runs.
Not you say that about everyone. You like everyone can have the longest title.
You gotta give it some time. I feel like they've passed it around too quickly lately.
I agree, but you can say a good or a decent.
Takahashi will get Takahashi will be showcased to the world. You know what I mean? This will definitely help get him some more exposure. Because, like I said, you guys will enjoy it. Because, like Emily said, he is very colorful. and that Japanese flair and charisma with the outfits, and he kind of does the kitten and cat thing as well. Like he has some like little furry like stuffed animal cats and stuff he comes out
And
with
that
and stuff like that. So
And he
and I
looks
was kind
very
of
young.
I was kind of hoping
uh,
to see someone like Tai Chi when they were originally talking about like him opening challenge, because he's someone who's kind of also has that from there. He's like an opera singer and he's really performed well in the G1. And that's kind of how I was thinking. So I just didn't realize that Takahashi had kind of been like on excursion and away from New Japan. So that's why I wasn't really familiar. But you guys are getting me excited hearing that he's going to kind of have all this like je ne sais quoi, like all this flair, all this like theatrics, and against Kyle Fletcher, who's the pompous asshole who wears pink because it's.
mhm.
I'm excited because it's going to be a cocky heel versus an ultra white meat baby face, and Kyle's going to work this so well. And again, he already took down a beloved icon to get the title, and essentially put him on the shelf for storyline reasons. And now you got good old Captain Hot Dog himself leading a group of champions looking to get more gold. So I
Yep.
think Fletcher retains, and I enjoy it. I think Matt said earlier that he kind of reminds me of young Randy Orton. I agree. This is definitely that establishing title run. So I'll agree with you. I don't want to say a long one because I want him to do more, but I'm going to say an establishing title run. Like this will cement his legacy more. And now with Ospreay and Swerve potentially being out, this could be a time for him to kind of shine and kind of get up to that next level that
Yeah.
he's already teetering on. Hey, real champions wear pink. Absolutely, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be wore pink. Owen Hart also wore pink.
Oh,
All
love
right.
me some pink.
Speaking of people who are inspired, and speaking of the Hearts, we have a triple threat match with FTR, Brodito, and the Hurt Syndicate. Winners get the tag titles. Now, the Outrunners should have been this damn match. That's a shame. I want to first say that Outrunners
Yeah.
screwed, but I think that Outrunners are still somehow involved in this down the road because they had that awesome vignette last week on Collision, and they keep getting over, and their pops get louder and louder. So the Outrunners aren't out of the title picture, but damn, if I had two criticisms last year for AEW was focus on yourself and fix the fucking tag division. And if this year has done everything, they focused on themselves and they have fixed the tag division. And this match is going to be awesome. So Rachel,
Yep.
what do you think?
Well, I still see retaining happening with the Hurt Syndicate.
Oh,
I do, however, see it being a really good match. I think that I think MJF is going to come out in it because of Hurt Syndicate, and I think he's going to somehow like interrupt it, so to speak, and then have like help them win, like maybe give the ring to one of them, like Bobby Lashley, and he can hit him or whatever. But yeah, I totally see the Hurt Syndicate keeping it. They are doing an amazing job at it, so everybody wants to hurt people.
they
So
do.
Are you saying MJF is going to help the Hurt Syndicate?
yes,
Ooh, she
Oh,
Even though
called
they
the
kicked them
okay.
out.
swerve. She's calling the swerve, bro.
Oh.
Looking forward to. Oh, I like it.
Ooh.
Rachel's got the tinfoil. Everyone's got the tinfoil. You get a tinfoil. You get a tinfoil.
I mean, we've all developed it now
I
since.
love it. I love it. Keep it going.
Okay, well, I am going to disagree again with Rachel, and I'm going to go and new, and I'm agreeing with Legend Derek there. Looking forward to the FTR win. I'll say this: I've been enjoying the Brodito run and that pairing, but I'm putting FTR for the win by stealing the victory from the Hurt Syndicate. It's also a good way to get the belts or championships off of them because they can lose and not hurt their credibility because they don't have to be the ones pinned and all that. And my tinfoil, unfortunately, Rachel kind of stole, except I was going the opposite way and saying that MJF was coming out maybe to screw them in the loss. And then another thing is, does Bandito lose his Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship before this match happens? Because if not, then I would be crazy and go maybe my heart pick would be Rodito to win this match in a crazy landslide or something weird. But
I like
so
it.
that's kind of something
ooh,
maybe to think of. But my main pick, I'm going FTR.
I like it. Also, Legend Derek out there saying, does Wardlow come back and we get a
Wardlow.
Pinnacle reunion as part of Just
Ooh,
I
Tinfoil?
saw that. That's a
That's a
good
good
idea.
one
That's
too.
huh.
good.
All right, Emily, you got some good situation on the table. You got two opposite tinfoils over here, two different winners. You had him going with his heart for Brodito. Are you gonna go with your heart, your head? Are you gonna go? What do you got? Who you got?
Gotta go over
My
this.
heart does say Brodito,
Oh,
but I'm picking FTR.
oh,
Ooh.
I think that if the Hurt Syndicate does not retain, which I think it's a three-way matchup, and that's not. We were watching it last night, and I'm like, that's not usual. Usually they don't go to a time limit draw. And then I was like, wait, that means that all three of them would be in the match. And they don't normally talk like, oh, we have this much time left, unless it's like really gonna happen. And I was like, wow, holy crap, they could really go to a time limit draw or like a quick pin. And then both happened. And I was like, wait, what do we do? What's gonna happen? And we had the triple threat. And I think this is a really cool way to take the titles off the Hurt Syndicate and to insert MJF. I think that MJF, he went on an interview I saw recently and talked about how him and his Gilmore brothers could come in and interfere with this match. Now, I don't think it would be the Gilmore brothers. I think it would be Alex Hammerstone.
interesting.
He talked about his brothers
Well, I mean, I don't
coming
think it would be the
in.
Gilmore Brothers either because they're actors, but
Yeah, like, or like, I just feel like that just makes sense.
okay.
But before I talk myself into corners, this match is going to be phenomenal. Can we talk about the diversity in this matchup? It's just every which kind of a tag team.
Mhm.
No,
It's gonna be
I,
interesting.
yeah, you definitely have the melting pot of styles. You got the Hurt Syndicate with the strong and Shelton Benjamin and the wrestling style. You have FTR where they're like old school technical style, and then you have Brodito with again strength and lucha. So it's just like such a. I agree with Matt. He said it earlier. This could be one of the matches of the night that no one's really talking about. This could be that match that steals the card at Forbidden Door, because that tag team match on Dynamite certainly stole Dynamite.
That was a great
And
match.
I am super excited to see. Is that what you did to me? Is that why you're doing a little? I'm super excited to see this match. I think FTR also takes it. I just think they're gonna tie up the Bucks record. They're gonna be 3-time tag team champions. I think that's their goal. Is they're trying to be even because eventually the Bucks and FTR are going to go against each other for the titles, and the winner is going to be the first 4-time champion in the tag teams. They've already established the men's 4-time champion in Moxley. They've established the women's 4-time champion Tony Storm. And can you imagine the 4-time tag team champion between FTR and the Bucks? It's kind of only fitting. So that's why I see FTR getting it kind of one step closer to that.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. I didn't
But
think about that.
I'm with Jeff and Emily here. I think MJF is legitimately out of the group, and I think he does kind of cost the Hurt Syndicate. It's funny that you said Hammerstone because I was kind of thinking the same thing, but I was thinking more of Hammerstone, Wardlow, as well as Richard Holiday, and kind of
Yeah, I
being
was
that
gonna
new
say, yeah.
dynasty, and kind of being the new pinnacle, like the new death, like a new version. Like it's just he has his own Hurt Syndicate, and the contract is I can see the contract being something like, no. You see, I'm the one who hurts people. Read that contract because that hasn't come into play yet. He made MVP sign the contract that he wanted. And we've already seen how MJF gets his way. We already see how he manipulates people. And the second you turn him, he gets revenge. Look what he did to Hangman. We'll talk about later tonight. I mean, later when we get to there. There's something in that contract that I think will form the pinnacle. Maybe it'll be something that pisses Bobby off, and Bobby has to face Hammerstone. Can you imagine that match? So there, Alex Hammerstone versus friggin' Bobby Lashley. Yes,
That'd
please.
be a
Sign me up.
collision. That'd
So
be a
there's-
collision.
Yeah, like there's one thing all of us have mentioned. MJF.
MJF.
Yep.
I think it's very
Yep.
prevalent because that story seemed like it had legs to it, and then it's over. So I feel like they got to have a payoff.
Yeah.
I mean, if Jeff and I always vent on everything every time we do these shows, we will say the same thing. It's got to have the right payoff.
Yep.
Speaking of payoff, I am ready for this match right here because these two killed it the first time they stuffed their boots together and went in the ring. I think they're absolutely going to tear it down. Again, we haven't seen much of the build-up, and obviously know with Swerve, but what we have seen has been very passionate. I just love Okada stealing the whole promo battle of just, it's my house now, bitch. Like, just... But
I did. That was
is that
good.
true, though? So, Rachel, that's I'm going to ask you who's going to win. Is it Whose house? Is it Swerve's house or is it my house, bitch? Is it Okada? The Rainmaker.
I do see Okada retaining again. Um, because I see Swerve, he's going to set out because he is injured, so he's going to do that. But I don't see Okada losing because I think that he's going to do a lot of flips, and it's going to be a lot more gymnastic. I do think that Prince Nana is going to try to somehow get Swerve to win, and then it not be in his favor. So I do see that happening, but no, I have him retaining because I think he's good with the belt. Swerve's already had the belt. This is his first.
Well, no, he's had other stuff. It's just it's changed or whatever else. I think the announced injury of Swerve really did change things for this match, as far as maybe the predictability of it. I just can't hardly not choose Okada now. If I wouldn't heard the announcement, I could have definitely considered getting Swerve because, Okada has been a champion for quite some time now, and could be time for him to maybe get dethroned. But now with that announcement, I just don't see him losing. I think it'll be a great match, and I think Swerve's definitely going to really make this look good and go out and, like you said, on kind of his own terms, that type of thing. So it's going to be a great match, but unfortunately, I feel like we kind of know who's going to win. Just unless maybe tinfoil, Swerve wins, drops it, so they do a tournament. So then he says, "Here you go, Okada. Are you the tournament?
Oh,
Are you really the master of tournaments?
prove it.
Yeah, here you go." So that would be my only tinfoil to where Swerve could win, in my opinion, just because, like I said, it's just so hard to justify him winning, I guess. So
Very true. And I'm sorry about it. It was all over. I wasn't the only one who posted it. Jeez Louise. But yeah, no, I agree. You both made great points. Emily, even injury news aside, remember, The Rock famously said, everything can be a work in wrestling. Just remember that. I'm not saying his injuries are work, but remember, things get out because they want things to get out sometimes.
correct.
Well, I mean, he's wrestled this long with it. He's done double swerve stomps. We've watched constant, wrestling from him. His championship was no, sloth style championship run, I guess. I don't know the word I wanted.
It was no slouch of a run. It was a
Slouch,
Hey,
there's
lackluster
the
run.
word.
We
Sloth
watched
is the
him
word,
win. We
Cassidy.
watched him win his championship. You
Yeah.
know what I
We
mean? We
did,
watched
in
him win
Dynasty.
it. So yeah. So I mean, he was on 2 cruises. I mean,
You would
I
never
never
know he
noticed.
was working injured. And
no,
that's
Having
kind of...
That's what
5-star
makes me
matches the
wonder.
whole time.
Exactly. If that's him injured, fuck, I can't wait to see him come back.
yeah, no shit, healthy.
So I do have Okada winning, but it's because I'm selfish and I want to see the unified title be defended more. I think that we haven't seen the unified championship enough, and I think that it needs to be more established as this new name. And I think that get a couple more defenses out. Maybe
Well, the lineage is technically the same as both, so
I understand
you
that
can't
part.
really
I'm just saying
establish
I wanna see this name more on Okada. I think that
The
he's
name,
Where'd
the
you
one
well,
that's
define
the
gonna...
that?
name,
Let's
maybe the
change the
name
name.
said more in the media and in the show and
Yeah, have him carry this a little more
more
because
prestigious.
yes, having it be such a significant title run for Okada, I think it just makes sense. Give him at least two more wins.
Okay, I can see that. I mean, I
And
think the whole. Yep, go ahead.
sorry, and you have to remember, Don Callis loves to put his people up against each other. He feeds off of that. And we all know Takeshita's his favorite. And I think Takeshita could be the one
No,
to dethrone
you're
Okada.
wrong on that one now. What did he just say about Okada? He said the exact same. He glazed Okada like he glazed Takeshita, like he glazed Will Ospreay, like he glazed Omega. That's just what Don Callis does. His favorite's
Fletcher,
whoever's
he
got.
gazes, yeah.
And this is going to hurt a lot of people, and I apologize. Tom Brady had a very famous quote. They said, "What is your favorite Super Bowl ring?" And he said, "The next one." That's Don Callis' mentality with champions is who's your favorite champion? The next
current
one.
one.
You are right. You are right.
Yeah.
And Swerve is great with a chase.
And I think that's the
Yeah.
thing. You say you want to defend more, but that's why you want to see it vote, because you want to see someone chase it and get it. But even before the injury news, and even if the injury news, he could be going another. We don't know. He could say, "Hey, I want to finish out all out, and then I'll take out in October and take the rest of this." Maybe after October, so you guys can see him. But maybe he wants to take the rest of the winter off and heal up and take the time he needs. We don't know when he's gonna go out, so I still think Swerve has if he's in the ring, he has a chance. I think that's Swerve
Is that
every
who you're
time.
picking?
I'm not picking Swerve,
But
but
We're 4 for 4, and he's over here still trying to say Swerve's got a shot.
It's still
He
going to be a
does-
good match.
no,
I
but
mean,
I think he does have a
he
shot.
could swerve us.
But that's what I'm saying.
literally.
He could win that title because things get purposely put out in the news all the time.
Yes.
That could be a way to get you to it's the old magician trick. Look over here while I'm moving this over there.
Well, or like me saying, hey, like really, that's not really feasible for him to win because they're announcing an injury where you're going to get repaired supposedly. So
But my brain says though, like ultimately, I really think it's Okada just because, like you said about the lineage and the title and establishing the run. There was reports that when they made this belt, they wanted it to be kind of like that second championship, not obviously not the world championship, but like almost the next equivalent to it. So above an intercontinental title, above a U.S. title, it's that like you want that title. If you can't get the world title, you want that title.
yeah,
And they're putting a lot of presentation to Okada. His new music, the new presentation, the way Don is really puffing him up, the way he kind of turned his back on the Elite and was like, "Oh, this is only a temporary alliance," but now he's like, "I have gold and I'm being appreciated." So there's a lot more to this. There's a lot of meat left on this title run. So I agree. This will be the long one. This will be the long one. But I'm excited to see because who do you think could cost Okada the title that maybe Swerve has some trust in? Someone who's always given him trouble in the Continental Classic. Mark Briscoe could be a contender down the road for this. He always gave him trouble in the Continental Classic. Just want to point that out.
I mean,
And you want to talk about rewarding someone who's had a hell of a run and been a hell of a workhorse?
love me some Mark Briscoe.
Mhm.
Some fucking chicken, baby.
we almost had fried chicken last night.
Right.
Then a match that I am sneaky excited for. I cannot wait for this match. A fatal four-way women's match with Mercedes, Persephone, Bozilla, and Alex Windsor for the TBS title. I can't wait because this is one of the matches. It could not go Mercedes' way. Mercedes could lose her title. She has a huge disadvantage here. There's 3 other women
Mhm.
gunning for that belt. So Rachel, do you think she's going to be 8 belts, or do you think after the show she's going to be 7 belts and have to go chase another one?
Well, I originally had Mercedes retaining, but
Ooh.
if anybody were to win it, I think that it would be Alex. I think if Mercedes were to give it up, I do see them 3 ganging up on Mercedes in order to kind of like beat her down all together for one of them to have a better shot at winning. But I see Alex Windsor winning. I really do. I think it's time for her. Yeah, I do. Mercedes
She
has
was a
had enough.
cruiser. She was a cruiser too.
Oh yeah, Mercedes she has enough belts. Like the poor thing can't even walk. I mean, it's just dragging her down as she's trying to walk down the aisle.
That was
So
great when she fell backwards with the belt. Yeah.
yeah. So and I think her fighting with all 3 of them. I'm so sorry. Is putting them over too. So I think
Absolutely.
them 3 are going to keep coming out and alive. So
I like
that's
it.
what I think.
I like it. Coming in with some fire in that one. I like it. So, Jeff, are you guys going to keep your tradition alive here and be different? Or are you going to also say Alex Windsor?
No, we're gonna be different and like normal. So kind of like I saw a comment, yeah, right there from Matt about kind of not knowing. I've obviously Mercedes and Alex we know of, but like for me, a little Persephone I've seen some stuff, but not a lot. And the Bazilla thing, really have not seen any of her. So I'm definitely excited to see what this match, the potential of some of the ladies in this match, and I think it's going to be a good showcase. I think they're going to put on a hell of a show, but I'm going, and still, I don't think she's losing this one. This one's one of her big television, you know, all over the world belts, so I don't think she's losing this one. But I think this will definitely help, get these other ladies over, get them exposure. I think Alex Windsor definitely gets close to winning this, and having something silly in the end that would cost her or something along those lines. But I don't see her taking the pinfall in this. So
I like it. All right, Emily, do you have CEO? Do you have Persephone, Bozilla, or Alex Windsor?
I think that this matchup is just so great. I think that having 3 separate promotions in this gives Mercedes a leg up. When she wins this, she will have 3 rematches in 3 different companies. That's what I want to see. I want to see her have a rematch with each one of these girls after she wins this, but I want it to be in their respected company.
So have her go to CMLL and Stardom.
Yeah.
She doesn't
I
need more
wanna-
belts, though. I mean, well, technically she owes Persephone. She has
She
Persephone's
has
belt.
belts
yeah,
there
I was going to
already.
say, I think she
Not
owes
Stardom,
her
though. Leave
one.
Stardom alone. She doesn't need any more belts.
But that belt is beautiful in Stardom.
Don't show her. She'll take it.
So I have a lot on this as far as that's concerned. And then also when Mercedes and Windsor go at it again, I want it to be at All Out. I think that that would be fantastic to see. I think that Mercedes is where Rachel thinks they're going to get ganged up on Mercedes. I think that Mercedes is going to roll out, hang around commentary table, have a drink of water, do something silly, which we all love. There's not steak to munch on, but if there was, that's
Heel
what she'd
tactics.
be doing. Yeah, she's just
Yeah,
gonna chill
let
on
everybody
the
else
side.
beat each other up.
Let the 3 of them go at it, and they're gonna be trying to pull her back in the ring or something. But I can see her getting a sneaky pin. I can see her sneakily pinning
She's good at
Bozilla.
that.
I think that that's who she's gonna pin.
You're
Bozilla.
out of your mind if you think that Bozilla's eating the pin.
I
I was thinking
think that-
Persephone just to pop
Yeah,
for
no.
her at one of her belts.
No, I don't think Bozilla can. I like your logic, but I think swap Persephone for
Just
that
to set
one.
up a rematch.
Because
For
Bozilla
her.
is booked like a monster, so I can't see her coming in and taking.
That's why she does.
See, I can't
Because
see
she's
that.
gonna get the sneaky pin on her. It ain't like it's gonna be a fair fight, and that's gonna send it flying even more.
I don't know. See, she just.
I guess we'll have to see on Sunday.
I guess we will, and unfortunately, as much as I want Alex Windsor to take this home, Rachel, I want my heart says yes. I agree with Rachel. Let's go, Alex.
Yeah, but
You've come in and been that workhorse, but Mercedes ain't losing. And I know earlier, we had Damon saying that Tony Khan probably wants that record broken. I mean, she's close. She's over 500 plus days of the TBS title.
Yeah.
If you have a chance to break a record, you go for a record. You have Athena breaking records. Why not have Mercedes breaking records? Belts, lengths of title runs. It legitimizes the belt. It legitimizes who takes it off her. So, unfortunately, it's not her time. I think we're going to see a lot from Bozilla here because Tony Khan is a huge fan of her. I looked her up earlier today because I haven't seen a lot. Watched her Stardom stuff when she just came back. Watched her stuff outside of Stardom. She's a monster the best kind of way. You want to talk about someone who would terrify me? She's someone I could see going against Megan Bayne again and being her equal. Her and Megan Bayne used to throw down. So
nice.
that
That's
could be
cool.
something that Mercedes is kind of afraid of because look at when she went against Tony Storm in the ring. She was kind of like she was terrified. Even when Tony pulled the old Austin Powers reference, "Get in my belly," like that was fantastic.
That's funny you say Bane because I have Camille.
Oh. That would be
She's
an
done
interesting one.
promoting Gladiators, I believe. I think that if we see Wardlow, we definitely could see Camille.
I would love to see
That'd be
Alex Windsor
cool.
win it. I don't see. Yeah, I'm going with it. So sorry, Rachel. Unfortunately, you're lone wolfing on that one. It's not that it's a bad thing. It's
No,
just-
not at all.
But then again, there could be that shock. I mean, Mercedes just lost it. This could be the start of the downfall of her belt collecting. She turns into Gollum. She starts clutching that last belt like my precious. Like
Yeah.
this, and
Yeah.
who knows? I mean, eventually, look what happened to Orange Cassidy after he had all his title defenses. His body started to break down. She's having it easy right now, but this match, that first match, like Damn, that was hard. Like you said, I had to work myself. No, you didn't. You were at the commentary desk flirting with the announcers.
I'm sorry, but she's got something better to flirt with out back.
She's got a lawyer. His name's Frank.
I hear he's a beast.
That's awesome.
That's probably
And
too.
speaking
More
of
toes.
beast, this match, which has now changed, the world title match, was just originally going to be MJF cashing his contract in. However, after he was tricked by Hangman the week before cashing in his contract, he threatened to burn poor Mark Briscoe alive unless the following conditions are met. He doesn't have to cash his contract, and then the belt can change hands on countout or disqualification. So they're going old school. So Hangman is at a super disadvantage here because MJF could literally cheat and win this belt. He could have someone come out and say, "Hit me," and get knocked out. Like, it could be the old school. Someone runs out, hits MJF with a pipe, and Hangman loses his belt, and he could run off and could be the heist of the century. But then again, Mark Briscoe could come out, return the favor. So, Rachel, what do you think? Do you think Hangman retains? Do you think MJF wins? Do you think his reign ends already? Or do you think Cowboy Shit, was your shirt, so I don't know why I'm asking, do you think Cowboy Shit retains?
Cowboy Shit retains. I think that he hasn't had it long enough to begin with. Him and MJF have always had a feud since it's been out, like 2019. So they've always had something going on with one another. So I do see it coming back around again. But I don't see Hangman losing it. I think that he's going to retain it. MJF already has, like, he's not going to lose anything from this, losing the match. Like, he already has stuff going with Hurt Syndicate still, and, you know, if he's going to come out there or whatever. So this is just, I think it's just to, like, help Hangman, you know, kind of do it. But I do think that it is going to be kind of sly. I think MJF's going to try to do a lot of stuff to get by with it. But I don't think he's going to win. I don't think he's sneaky enough.
I like it. All right, Jeff, do you think and still or and new?
Well, I want to say the and still because, you know, obviously we just had Hangman get the championship away from Moxley and the Death Riders. And, you know, he looks like he's found his passion and, you know, and everything else for wrestling and to have the championship. Man, it'd be hard to change it right now. But, I mean, it would be kind of a kick in the ass to have to chase it again. You know, my tinfoil kicks in and is like, man, I kind of want to see him get kicked in the dick again. In a way, I don't know, just to, you know what I mean, to see him back on that chase for a second. I don't know.
So do you think, like Legend Derek says, he's going to get back his Triple B, baby?
You know what I mean? Like, I hate to say it, but with the stipulations and everything else, the only thing that maybe would make me want to say no is just because he has that contract to be able to cash in still. So just because of the contract, I'm going to say Hangman.
I like it.
Because like I said, it's tough because I can easily see MJF winning this in so many different ways.
I like it, though. I like it. Lots of tinfoil going around tonight. Emily's shaking her head, so I think we know that she's Cowboy Shitting this one up. But why are you going for Mr. Cowboy Shit?
I'm going for Hangman because if MJF does somehow win this, then what is that contract for? It doesn't quite add up to me. If he does win, I guess, like, I would need to know more for that. My brain can't comprehend. Then what? Also, I have, like, if Hangman loses, do we see the Madman come back?
Eddie Kingston?
No, the Madman Hangman.
Oh,
When
I was thinking the
Hangman
Mad King. That's why I was
spiraled,
confused.
do we get him? Not Eddie this match. Do we see him, like, spiral completely?
I don't know, because I mean, you can't undo all that character progression right away. I think
That's why I don't see him losing. It just doesn't make sense.
Oh, Henry, MJF lose, then cashing right in.
That's smart. Henry, see?
Oh, that could be kinda
that's
cool.
The and what?
And now the tinfoil spread to the comments. I love that one, Henry. I love it.
Now that's pretty cool.
Because
That is pretty cool.
I do like that.
my logical side says Hangman wins and MJF's going to have that contract as a way to kind of still be in the picture. But I think MJF loses because Mystico comes out and hits Hangman because he knows that if Hangman gets that if he gets disqualified, he gets to keep the title. So I think the odds are going to be stacked against Hangman. I think it's going to look like he's about to win, and I think we're going to see Mystico come out and attack Hangman so that way he can screw over MJF, kind of keep their rivalry going because they have that mask first title match coming up in CMLL. So it's a good way to further that story because MJF's in like 5 different storylines right now. You know, he has the Hurt Syndicate to watch out for. He has Mystico to watch out for. He has Mark Briscoe who could come and then low blow Hangman. Sorry, Hanger, I had to do it because the word of the day was compromise. Like I could see that he comes out and gives Hangman a low blow. Like that was the only way I could. And then maybe after the disqualification, MJF cashes in. Like I love that.
Right.
I didn't think of the cash in logic right after. I could see that happening. I'm going Hangman, but there's definitely gonna be shenanigans on this one.
Oh yeah.
Wee little shenanigans.
Sorry, I keep having to flip through my notes here.
So now we're
I
going
wouldn't
on
mind a
to
pencil song too.
Tony Storm versus Athena, a contract that was executed. The Fallen Goddess going against the Timeless One. So the 4-time Women's Champion against the forever ROH Women's Champion. Now, does Athena become the new Women's Champion, or does her reign continue, Rachel?
I see Timeless still retaining. Because Athena's not going to lose her belt, so she's still going to have a championship. I do think it's going to be a really, really good match between the two of them. There's going to be a lot of talk, I think, between the two because they're both kind of smart asses. But I think that Timeless, she's just great at being the women's champion, and I think everybody loves her. So I think she's just going to keep retaining for a long minute. So I like her.
Man, this one was kind of tough, and this one had the same thing. Does Mina beat Athena 2 nights before this for the Ring of Honor Women's Heavyweight Championship?
Well,
You know, 'cause-
technically, that's not till. Isn't that next month?
Oh, I thought that was coming up this weekend. This Friday or
I
something?
thought it was tomorrow night.
Oh, is Ring of Honor tomorrow? Did I miss that?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Because they're in Philly, aren't they?
Because it's 3 matches. I thought tomorrow.
I'll have to look that up because I
Look it up real quick. Because
It is
didn't
next
Alex?
No, this is 29th.
Oh, okay.
So sorry, I was confused. But oh no, my whole booking's got to change. That's tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Because that was changed. Like I said, that was kind of changing my stuff too. Because I know that they have that match. So all right. This one's tough to pick. Well, a little bit because this one is really tough for me because here's why. I guess I'll just rationalize out loud. But so Athena, was involved in AEW a little bit, was pretty much then Ring of Honor. She's been in Ring of Honor. She has carried the women's division. She has carried that championship, made it relevant. You know what I mean? And things along those nature. She's developed her character and personality and, worked her wrestling, and just worked on it and became better. And it's just tough for me to see her really lose here in a way because she's finally here. She's got all this momentum. They've been building it up in essence for 3 years or something, you know what I mean, with this Ring of Honor stuff and her saying she's the best, that she's the best and she should be here and this and that. Like, so I think Tony's going to win, but I hate to see this momentum because there has to be something happen because I just feel like that's a totally terrible decision. And it's just a real killer for Athena because, I just don't see how she can lose in my opinion with the way that she's been pushed and the time and patience they've used to wait to bring her to the main, more televised shows. So I think Tony's going to win still, but I don't know.
All right. I like it.
I'm not happy about it winning, I guess.
You're like, I'm not happy about if this is the way it's gonna go. This is the way it's gonna go. I love it.
I think so. Yeah. Like I said, I just don't understand where the booking goes for Athena. I guess
No,
with
that's
the
fair.
loss. So I'm curious. I'm excited to see what they do with this. So, and I do think it's going to be a badass match. I will say that. Sorry that I didn't allude to that sooner, but it's going to be a badass match too.
I agree, and I definitely agree. Billy Starks is lurking in the corner for that AEW run, so that way she can go to Ring of
Yeah.
Honor and Athena can main AEW. So, forever women's champion or timeless.
I think Tony takes this, but I also think that this has so much to do with the fact that Athena already is so established. If Athena loses that because she becomes AEW World Champion,
Okay, what happened?
then maybe, like, but would they make her drop the title because she gained the title? I can't comprehend a way that this works in Athena's favor. I just don't see her having both titles, and I don't. Tripping over words. I don't know. Just Tony. Like, and honestly, who the hell is gonna dethrone her? Both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's tough.
Oh no, I can definitely tell you that one because and new
Ooh.
champion Athena is dethroning Timeless Tony with the help of Billy Starks and her other minions.
Who's the
forever-
other minions?
She
That's
has many minions. We don't know them all yet.
Okay.
Her minion numbers go up to the 100,000s. She's our forever world champion. She's the fallen goddess. She is going to be the new AEW Women's World Champion, and she is going to have 2 belts. And she's also beating Mina in Ring of Honor
to be 2 belts. Okay.
because she's going to hit that 1,000-day reign with her Ring of Honor belt after she makes a successful defense. And then you know what? Then her cocky, her arrogance, her downfall when they head into final battle in December, where Billy Starks has tried and failed 3 times to dethrone her. Now she's watched her, she's seen her, she's been her friend again. She turned on her once before, but she realized the enemy of my enemy. I gotta keep a close eye on you. She's been watching, she's waiting. Billy Starks will dethrone her at Final Battle in December. And so she's gonna be double champion until then, because that will be way she can get this title, but also pay off that story with Billy Starks at Final Battle. Because Tony loves Tony Khan, help me out here if I'm not even Iron
Tony
Man.
Starks. Man.
I'm apparently thinking Iron Man here. Tony Khan loves his redemption story, and that can you mean that I took out Athena, the forever ROH Women's Champion, 1,000 days. I dethroned the fallen goddess. She's not in Ring of Honor because of me. She instantly has that rub. She can be the queen of that women's division now. And then we have Athena defending the women's title regularly too. So I think that's how you do it.
Matt, who do you think the free agent is? Because I can only think of one female free agent that could spoil anything in London.
What free agent?
B. Priestley.
You were just really want B. Priestley every match. You've tried to insert B. Priestley.
But B and Tony are really close friends.
Yeah, but I don't think this is B. Priestley coming in. We'll see though. But I don't see.
With Billy? B versus Billy?
Yeah, maybe not yet, but we'll see. I mean, that's definitely gonna be a lot of cluster. Not as much cluster as this. The lights out cage match with holy moly, it's just got everyone in it. On the face side, you have the Golden Lovers, Ibushi and Omega. You have Tanahashi, the Ace with his poor knees. You have Will Ospreay, and you have Darby Allin taking on the Death Riders, the Young Bucks, and Gabe Kidd, who apparently my camera face is covering. It's wild. I can't believe that. We had, like I said, top of the show, Will Ospreay coming out. I'm not sure if I was going to be able to wrestle again, but fuck it. Let's do a lights out steel cage match. And I'm guessing it's going to be like War Games. I'm guessing it's going to be a double cage, because how do you do a cage with this many people without having two of them? So, Rachel, do you think the heels take this, or do you think the faces take this and Ospreay gets this pound of flesh? Oh, that's who.
I think that the heels are going to take this. I think that it's going to be a really bloody match. I think that there's going to be ladders and pins and nails and tacks and all the above.
Oh my goodness.
I do. I think they're going to pull it all out for this match. It's going to be a good match, because Darby's crazy. You got Moxley, he's crazy. The Young Bucks have done crazy stuff. Kenny Omega, the same way. The only one that can't do crazy stuff's Ospreay.
I mean, Can.
but he shouldn't.
Well,
So,
hey, you don't know. You're not his doctor.
but I
It's
do.
gonna be one of these like, ah!
It will be the whole time. Like, God, don't hurt him, don't hurt him. So, but I don't see the Bucks and Moxley losing this at all. I see them still reigning as the assholes of AEW. So that's what I got.
Who you got?
They've been the butt
The
end of every
heels.
joke.
I got the yeah.
You got the
They have.
heels.
I do have the heels.
Oh,
So
nice.
the Death Buck Dogs, because we have
Yep.
the War Dogs, the Bucks, and the Death Riders. DBD.
I definitely like the double cage idea because, like you said, and I think Matt commented here, yeah, you can't have that many people going at one time in one cage. So I definitely like the double idea. Yeah. Yeah, blood, violence, and some, definitely going to be some of that type stuff. Um, yeah, crazy wild spots. But like she was saying, you got Kenny, Darby, Will, Mox, the Bucks. You're definitely going to have some crazy spots. Darby's jumping off some stuff. The Bucks are jumping off some. You know what I mean? Kenny, a lot of them are going to do it. I'm going to go with the baby faces simply because you have Tanahashi's retirement tour. Will going to be, out for a little while possibly with his stuff. So I think it's a good chance for the baby faces to win and go out, keep some momentum for them guys. Darby, is this his first match back?
It's his first official
First
match
baby?
back, yeah.
Okay, so that's kind of what I was thinking too. Is I don't really want to see him lose his first match back. You got Golden Lovers reunited, so that's pretty cool as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go baby faces.
Greeting with Legend Derek here, the babyface. Send the crowd home happy.
Yep.
Ronda saying heel is possible, Kingston return. Henry saying that Darby taking the pin, but then beating Moxley at all out because he's never beaten Moxley. That's correct. Darby has never beaten Moxley, so those are great points by everyone. So Emily, do you got Team White Meat Babyface, where surprisingly the only healthy person on there is Darby, or do you have the heel?
How wild is
The
that?
man who fucking climbed Mount Everest is probably
And
the
then went
healthiest
to the
person in
depths of the
match.
ocean. Like, he went from being at the highest point to one of the lowest. And not emotionally.
I know this is your cringe match. You said it when
I'm
they
not
announced
looking.
it.
I'm so looking forward to this, but also like, no.
She's gonna
Be
she's gonna
Rachel.
watch you like a Venetian blind.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be some definite stuff on here for sure.
So my thoughts on this are: where the fuck is Mercedes Martinez? Sorry, I always call her that. Marina Shafir.
Marina
I always
Shafir, okay.
mess that up. Where is Marina? Did she get lost in Glasgow? Like, where is she gonna
She was
be?
backstage calling Will Ospreay an asshole, apparently on Twitter.
I mean, I would be too. Maybe she's locked in a closet. So
No,
also,
you know she'll be involved.
Wheeler Yuta is not in this matchup.
Thank God.
So that's making me curious. You've probably got Daniel Bryan on the sidelines doing
Brian
commentary.
Danielson.
Oh, whatever. I'm messing every name up right now, guys. Just
I know who
excuse
she's
my
talking
names.
about, so I
No,
just
it's
go
being
with
funny
it.
because I do it too.
Yeah,
So
it
we've got
does
him on
happen.
commentary. Who knows what he's gonna do? And I think that this is just gonna set a lot of stuff up. Like Rachel said, we've got the blood, we've got ladders, we got all these things that could happen.
So who wins?
Yep.
I'm not there yet. I think that this sets up future stories. We've got John and Darby. We've got Claudio and Osprey.
Well, Ospreay's going out.
Yes, I'm saying like in this matchup, these are things that we're gonna see. Because we went on hitting the turnbuckle earlier this week, and
Yeah, I
made,
saw
like,
that.
a stupid funny. Claudio could just swing Osprey around and just reset his spine.
No, no, that's not a thing.
I know it's not a thing, but like it could help a little bit. You never know. So he
Give him a little adjustment.
see, yes, exactly. And then I want to see a tournament or something between the Bucks and the Golden Lovers. So I do want to see them spiral out a little bit together. And Tanahashi and Gabe Kidd, I feel like they could have a good little bit. So I want to see all of this.
Tanahashi has
understand
that
that's gonna
Matt
happen in
Hardy
the match,
stiff
but
back.
who's gonna win?
I see the good guys winning. I see Darby Allin coffin dropping from top and somebody gets pinned off the coffin drop. Not Darby pinning though.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's probably gonna be destroyed if he doesn't cough and drop off the top.
It's Darby
Which
Allen.
he
He could be in a
probably
body
Well, I know,
bag
but
and do it.
oh Jesus! I'm gonna take.
It's Darby.
There you
He'll
go.
have a
Make your
skateboard.
bingo for what crazy spots will be in this match. There you go. That's what you can make your bingo for.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, there you
So
go.
I don't know who I want to take this because I feel like there's a case for both of them to go ahead,
I forgot about Willow. She's not on the card.
but she's not involved in this.
But if Marina is, Willow is.
But isn't she done with Marina? I think she's pretty much been done with Marina for a bit. So I think you already had that.
Statlander.
Statlander could be the wild card. Statlander because depends if Yuta comes out. Maybe she comes out and carries Yuta away. Maybe Yuta costs because that's where I'm thinking is maybe Yuta accidentally cost Moxley because Yuta's going to be there because he's the sacrificial lamb.
I think Harley distracts.
Always
Yuta.
is.
Harley does. You're just
Harley's got two very big distractions.
Chris Statlander maybe
just
then
because
with
they're not on the
Yuta
card,
because
you
they
can't
got their
throw them
little
in the
thing.
you can't throw them in the main event.
Listen.
Harley's not attached to this.
Harley is. Did you not see last week? She jumped on top of Chris Statlander, looked John Moxley in the eyes,
Right,
and
but
was
she-
like, "Put me down."
Right, she's not going to come out in a cage match for people she's not involved in. I know you love Harley, but she's not coming out.
Hey, she's got her face mask. She's ready.
I'm just gonna go babyface win because I don't know. I feel like you took off the thunder. I don't know what else to say. Excuse me. I don't know. There's not much I can say because apparently everyone's coming out from the back. Everyone's feuding with each other, and it's just gonna be chaos. And there's gonna be tables and nail guns and ladders and chairs. Oh my! It's just gonna be.
It is
carnage.
going to be a lot of stuff. I like it.
And then how about this? Awesome Kong's gonna not Awesome Kong, sorry, Asha Kong's gonna come out and we're gonna have Serpentico's gonna get thrown off the top. That was that.
I
love
made
his
logical
intro.
sense. Mine has been people that
Oh,
have
you
been
can't, it
involved in the
doesn't make
story.
logical sense. She was in the backstage singing with Stat. You kill me.
Yes, again, distracting Wheeler Yuta.
I think Yuta's just gonna be sacrificial lamb. But yeah, no, I don't know. I just want everyone to come out unscathed, especially hearing all the stories of the injuries. Hopefully everyone comes out unscathed. I'm worried about Tanahashi's poor knees and back, but you know he's jumping off the top. You know he's jumping off a high
Oh,
elevation.
he's doing something.
It's his last time wrestling in London. He's
Yeah.
retiring in 2026. It is gonna be absolutely crazy. Ibushi, which I joked that he's probably gonna be just as healthy as Darby, so you know he's gonna do some crazy stuff. We haven't seen anything from Kenny since All In. We haven't seen him. We don't know what kind of shape he's in, but I feel like he's saving himself for big moments. But no one's talking about this. We have Kenny and Will on the same side again, and last time they were on the same side, I mean, it went really well for them in Grand Slam Australia, so I think that's what's going to be the baby faces. You got Ospreay, you got Omega, you got Darby, you got Tanahashi. I don't think you can have that team lose. I think the babyfaces the babyfaces are going to take over because I think the heels can take the loss. I think it's going to be one of the Bucks. I think you were talking about that. I think that Kenny gets to pin one of the Bucks because there's going to be funny spots with them where they're going to get kicked in the nuts and they're going to get taken out. But I just want for their entrance, please, when they come out to do their confetti, they come out to do their pyro, I just want someone to walk up and hear, maybe this can be your Statlander moment. I want someone to walk up, little bits of confetti and just throw it at the Bucks and walk away. The laziest little confetti.
No, that's where Serpentico comes out.
But
If
I love
Statlander's
those
Serpentico
throwing
does
steamers.
not do that behind them, it's a miss.
But
Oh, I
Statlander's
love
throwing
the
the paper right
streamers.
now, though. Statlander's been throwing the paper. So I'm trying to get your Statlander involvement.
I don't know why, I just really, really, really want to see Serpentico with his little string hands.
Matt, you too, Wendy Ricker taking out my. Why
Pretty Richter. I was thinking Britt Baker was coming
I
back.
didn't say Wendy at all this whole time. Thank you, Matt.
Nope.
oh my goodness!
Thank you.
Oh my goodness!
Eat it.
Well, eat what? Eat what? The tinfoil?
I
That's
have
gonna hurt
been-
your teeth.
I have been feeding everybody Wendy for.
Whoa!
We have
Four
been
for
pushing
four.
that Wendy story for so long.
She's probably aged 5 or 6 years to this point by the time you said that story. And apparently Matt loves your being that you
I'll
love your
send you the
serpent-
picture I made. It's pretty funny. Manga wouldn't post it.
You didn't send it to me.
I did send you it.
Well, you can post too. How come you didn't post it? You're just gonna blame me, throw me under the bus like you're not the other admin.
You post everything.
You have access. Anyway, on that note, I'm excited for Forbidden Door. Does anyone have any other, except for you? I'm just kidding. I was gonna say any bold predictions, but I think we got them all out.
I think Rachel's got another one.
So, Rachel, do you have any bold predictions?
Any debuts or anything you
Any
got?
surprises, or do you think you? I think I got mine out.
I kind of think Eddie Kingston might come back somewhere because I kind of saw him out and about on social media. He's been in rehab, working himself out and everything. So that'd be like my only tinfoil, I think.
I know Matt agreed with you on that earlier tonight. That Eddie Kingston will help decide that match. I like that.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I don't
and
know.
that Eddie Kingston, Matt had the Isla Dawn, since we know she's signed to AEW and she's Scottish and, they're over there. So this would be a great time for her to probably to come out possibly too. Emily mentioned B Priestley. I don't know, if that could be real, but
It could be.
it could be a possibility since they're over there as well.
And again, she's really close friends with Tony.
I saw Bret Hart come back to WWE. Nothing is impossible.
That's fair.
Like, that's always going to be. Doesn't matter about the other person. I saw Bret Hart. I don't care about that other person. I saw Bret Hart return to WWE. That was my never say never. If that can happen, I think anything can happen in wrestling.
Yeah.
They did just deny him though.
Yes, and that's why we'll save for next month. Next month for All Out, I would love to see AEW extend the offer to Bret Hart, have him sit front row or sit in Canada and watch the pay-per-view on them, especially given the stories about apparently he didn't get a good seat at SummerSlam. So, why not invite Bret Hart for it? But again, I think we're going to see some legends in the crowd. I think we're going to see Liger in the crowd. Japan to England, that's a quick little flight. I think you're going to see some of the New Japan legends. I think being in London, I think it'll be easier. You might see some people in the crowd, and we don't know what was on the pre-show yet. There could be something that surprises us. So I'm excited. I can't wait to watch this. Again, like I said earlier, I've pretty much bought every pay-per-view out there. I don't think I've been disappointed, so I'm ready for another good one this weekend.
Yep.
yeah,
Same here. We'll say we've enjoyed all of them we bought too. So
you're excited.
What if Bret was with Kyle to debut the pink belt?
Bret Hart giving a pink title belt to Kyle Fletcher, I think Matt would probably pass out and not be able to work for 5 to 7 business days.
Like, I don't see that happening, but I think
Yeah,
that would
take
be
a
a great way
vacation.
to honor him. Because didn't Bret already introduce a title once?
He introduced the world title on Double or Nothing.
yeah,
That was one of my favorite moments just because, like, is that Bret Hart?
yep.
Yeah.
I was thinking it's an easier flight, Matthew. Thank you very much. I think on that note, I think so we don't go on too long. I think that was a great prediction show. So I think we're going to call it a night. So I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in, listening to us tonight. And make sure you like, follow, subscribe, all that other fun stuff. And remember to always
Keep the
Keep the
kayfabe and
kayfabe.
tighten that tinfoil hat.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
I must bid you adieu, goodbye, mwah, and good night, bang! But again, thank you for partying with us, but it's getting late. I must bid you adieu, so from Kenny Omega and Rijo, goodbye, mwah, and good night, bang! Goodbye, mwah, and good night.